Hi, Steve Mills here and welcome to another Results Club video. Today I want to talk to you about what I believe it takes in order to improve your business, and that is very simply three words, and that is raise your game. You need to raise your game. It doesn't matter whether it's sport or business or life or relationship. You have to consider where you are now and what you need to do to get you where you want to go. That is, of course, assuming you know where you want to go. But if I just took, I don't know, any element of your business and said, where would you rate it right now? So I'll give you an example. Let's say we were talking about our ability or your company's ability to win business from referral, from word of mouth. And I asked you, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being actually we're really bad at this, 5 being average, the same as everybody else, you win a few referrals and so on and so forth. And number 10, you've got a systematized, a proven process that everybody in the company are trained to do, and it wins you a whole stack of referrals. Now, where are you? Where are you on that scale? Because if you're like 99.9% of the businesses, in fact, I'm going to say if you're like 100% of the businesses that I've ever met in my nearly 28 years of working, advising and mentoring and coaching business people, then you're nowhere near your true potential. In other words, you've got a potential to raise your game. Now, if you look at, well, what game, Steve? The game of winning business from referral. So how would you do that? Well, you have to think where it all starts, and that is doing a good job. So is there anything that you could do when you're doing a good job to make it a great job, to make it a truly outstanding job? What about the service that sort of backs that up? The customer service, how you keep in touch with people, the relationships. What are you doing to build those relationships with people? What are you doing to actually, convince them or suggest to them even that they might want to refer you? Do you have 2, 3 or 4 or 5 different referral systems in place? Do you have a referral script that you're going to use in order to ask somebody for a referral? Now, I know a lot of people have a problem with the word script, and I sort of do myself. It sort of rings out as just the thing that salespeople do when they're on the phone, and they're reading from a script. But the real art of reading from a script is to sound like you're not reading from a script, even though you are. And so, having that, let's call it a process, a system that you're going to go through in order to do that. What are the numbers like? How good are you? And do you need to raise your game on that? Well, if you do, then, that's great, and you need to take action towards that. But what about your website? What about your email marketing? What about the size of your database? What about LinkedIn and Facebook and Twitter and so on? That's not to mention how good you are at closing, how good you are at meetings and asking questions and open questions, closed questions, how good you are at defending price and so on and so forth. So unless you're perfect, my belief is that there is room for improvement. I know there is. I'm certainly not perfect. I'm a long way off that. That is why I spend a significant amount of time, money and effort learning, going to training courses. I attend thousands of training courses. I read a phenomenal amount of books and listen to audio programs. In the good old days, it was on cassette, then it was on CD and DVD, and now, it's all online and online programs and so on and so forth. So, if you're not perfect, then my belief is you need to raise your game. You need to start thinking about doing better. I'm just talking about marketing here and sales. What about financially? How good are you at managing the money? How good are you at understanding your cash flow, or even having a cash flow? How good are you at, profit loss? Do you have a profit loss system? Do you use it? Do you listen to it? Do you make decisions based on it? For most people, when they look at the financial side of their business, they have an accountant who basically comes along often once per year and does a set of accounts for them, telling them how well they did a year ago to 2 years ago. Now, if you think about that just as a concept, we're here, I'm recording this in, what is it? It's June in 2018. And so when my accountant gives me those end of year accounts, let's say our accounts ended in, I don't know, February, right? So he's given me the set of accounts from the year before that, and he's telling me how well I did in that 18 months. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd like to be more up to date than that. I'd like to raise my game. I'd like to say to my accountant, I need more information. I need more up-to-date information. I need to work with you on an ongoing basis in order to get a better understanding of where I am and where I'm going and what I need to do in order to get me to where I want to go. I have a meeting with my accountant every week. Every week. We meet, and he's up in Scotland. He's based just outside of Edinburgh, and we meet via a Zoom meeting, zoom.com, by the way, fantastic website. And we have a meeting every week, and he keeps me up to date, and he lets me know what's happening in the financial side of the business. He's my expertise, but he's also my coach. He's also my trainer. He's also helping me to get a better understanding of the financial side of my business. Because let's face it, I'm not a qualified accountant. I haven't spent 20 years training in accountancy in order to run my business. I've never done that. And so I need a coach, I need a mentor, I need an accountant who's going to keep me up to date. Now, from a marketing point of view, if you've not got that, then you need that. If you've not got somebody with 10, 20, 30 years experience there to help you to take your business to the next level, then that's costing you money. People say, marketing's expensive. Well, only marketing that doesn't work. If it works, it's not expensive because you get a great return on investment. If I charged you £1 for marketing and it brought back 10, how often would you like to do that? Well, for me, I'd like to do it all day, every day. And the key is to make sure that what you're doing is working. So you need to know your marketing numbers, your conversion rates, and so on and so forth. So, I just wanted you to get you thinking about, the purpose of the video is get you thinking about what you need to do in order to improve each and every element of your business to create what I call exponential growth. Because if you could improve your email marketing by 10%, increase the number of people that come to your website by 15%, increase your conversion rate by just a couple of percent on your website, if you could just become a 10% better or maybe 20% better on LinkedIn and the way you market yourself on there, if you could become a little bit better at closing the sale, if you can become 20% better, just think about this for a minute. If you became 20% better at closing the sale and went from a 40% conversion rate, so 4 out of 10, and you increase that to 60%, a 20% increase, what that actually represents over time of doing that is a 50% growth in your business. From 4 out of 10 to 6 out of 10 is 50% growth, even though it's a 20% improvement, if you understand where I'm coming from there. So, one of the easiest ways is, go and get some sales training. You know, go and learn how to do this better. And there's no better way these days than doing this online. You know, I'm here today to promote my Results Club. I want you to join it. I think it's a fantastic club. And what the Results Club enables you to do is to gain access to over 100 different videos explaining how to raise your game on everything from how to get more people to your website to how to get more people connect to you on LinkedIn, to get more leads from Facebook, how to improve the standing of your website on Google, the search engine optimization, etc., etc. So, you know, I'd love it if you would take a few minutes to just go to the results page on my website. On there, there's a couple of great videos you might want to watch. One of me, like a headshot of me telling you more about the results program, but the other one, probably even more important, where I actually show you around the results program. So, if you want to know more about the results program, or as we call it, the Results Club, then go and take a look. And to do so, what you need to do is to go to www.stevemills.co/results club. Okay, stevemills.co/results club. Alternatively, feel free to give me a call, and be glad to talk you through and tell you more about the Results Club and how it might help you to 10x, to 10 times your business. Thank you ever so much for listening, and I look forward to speaking to you again on the next video. Thank you.